Israel orders 200,000 people to flee southern Lebanon or face death. As Israel and Iran trade blows, Lebanon is being dragged deeper into the conflict. Israeli military has ordered tens of thousands of residents in southern Lebanon to evacuate dozens of villages and move north of the Litani River immediately or face death. An estimated 200,000 people live in the area now under evacuation orders. The warning was issued in Arabic in a message posted on X by an Israeli army spokesperson. Leaflets were also reportedly dropped over some communities, telling residents they would be considered terror collaborators if they stayed. Israel says the goal is to protect civilians as it targets Hezbollah positions near the border. On the roads of southern Lebanon, the consequences are visible in long traffic jams. Families have been piling belongings into cars and trucks, sometimes with mattresses and furniture strapped to the roof. Videos show vehicles crawling north as Israeli strikes continue in the distance. Lebanon's health ministry says at least 8 more people were killed in recent Israeli attacks across the country, including in southern Beirut neighborhoods where evacuation orders were also issued. In total, around 70 people have been killed in Lebanon since the Iran war began, according to regional tallies. Hospitals already struggling with shortages are now treating both war-wounded and displaced people. Human rights groups warn that the evacuation order could amount to forced displacement on a massive scale. They note that many of the villages south of the Litani were already devastated during previous wars and host some of the country's poorest communities. For many residents, there is nowhere safe or affordable to go. Israel argues that Hezbollah has embedded rocket launchers and fighters in residential areas, turning them into legitimate military targets. Hezbollah says it will continue to fire rockets at Israel as long as the war in Iran continues. The group has already launched dozens of attacks on northern Israel since the conflict began. For European and UN officials, the scenes of flight from southern Lebanon are a grim echo of 2006. Back then, weeks of war between Israel and Hezbollah left hundreds dead and forced around 1 million people to flee their homes. Today's war is even more complex, with Iran directly under bombardment and global powers deeply involved. For the families inching their way north of the Litani, the calculations are simpler. Stay and risk airstrikes, leave and become displaced once again in a country already in deep economic crisis. Either way, the week of March 2008 has turned a new section of Lebanon into a corridor of fear.